You can now call my governor Ron DeSanta-is, or Ron DeSanta. I'm not sure which one I like better. Ron DeSantis announced he's going to be saving Christmas from the Grinch, Joe Biden, who doesn't want you to have Christmas, who hates Christmas, along with his entire administration, Pete Buttigieg, Dr. Fauci, Jen Psaki. They all hate Christmas. Guys, Ron DeSanta is here to save America. Ron DeSantis announcing that he's going to be opening ports across the state of Florida in order to accept all of the backlogged ships in California and New York, incompetent Democrat-run states that don't know how to offload their products and to save American Christmas and to keep the American economy running. Ron DeSantis, take it away.
As many of you know, we are facing major disruptions not only just in the United States, but beyond, but certainly in the United States, disruptions in the supply chain. You've seen the images of all these ships docked off the coasts of various cities in the United States where there's a big log jam. That, of course, is impacting what we see in terms of on our store shelves. We see more empty shelves than we're used to seeing, and there's shortages of different things. Of course, we're also seeing increased cost in terms of inflation. Year-over-year increase in food prices so far is the highest it's been in 10 years. And of course, many commuters have been suffering under about a 50% increase in gasoline. And so you see a lot of problems. I know they just announced, well, in California, maybe they'll start having the port operate 24/7. Our ports operate 24/7. I mean, that should be happening anyways. And so we in Florida have the ability to help alleviate these log jams and help to ameliorate the problems with the supply chain. And part of it is because we've long been committed to reliable, modern, and accessible port facilities. Since I became governor in 2019, we've allocated almost $1 billion to over 70 Florida seaport projects. And these are approaches that have made us really, really strong. And of course, the port is one. And then once it gets off the port with the different operations that we offer, both rail and road, it really, really, really is, I think, a model for the rest of the country. So we're here. We have capacity. And not only that, I'm proud to announce, and I'm going to let the directors talk a little bit more, that Jacksport and some of the other ports are also stepping up even above and beyond by offering incentive packages to businesses who want to move their cargo through these ports, like Jacksport. This will make a huge difference. If you think about a place like Jacksport, you have close to 100 million consumers that live within 1 day's drive of Jacksport. And I think companies are noticing, they're noticing that Florida could be the solution for some of these logistical problems. Just last week, a European container shipping company announced they were going to reroute vessel service to Jacksport, bringing an estimated 1,000 additional containers a week through Jacksonville. And it's been many years since we've had a European company come through Jacksport. So that's very, very exciting. Port Everglades recently accommodated the MSC Stella container ship with nearly 7,000 containers this past weekend, and the MSC Susanna container ship with 9,200 containers is arriving this weekend from India via the Suez Canal. So we're able to accommodate these ships without backups. Our seaports are used to operating around the clock. They're used to moving cargo for American families, farmers, and businesses. And we think that that this is a great solution given our capacity for some of the problems you see in other parts of the country. In addition to our seaports, though, we've invested more than $200 million each year on freight and rail infrastructure to create a more reliable intermodal network. And we are continuing to invest, and we're adding to the investments in workforce education so that we can prepare individuals for meaningful in-demand careers like logistics and like getting commercial driver's license. I was just in the Florida Panhandle earlier this week, and last week, and we did a program, we did funding. They have commercial driver's license programs so that we can get more people to drive trucks. But they also need people that can service these trucks. So we launched, we did almost $3 million. They're going to add a diesel technician program to what they already have. And these are really important jobs. They're in demand. And I know Jacksport works with the local. I think all these ports work with some of the local educational institutions to make sure that we have folks coming on these tracks. And so we're going to continue to do that. Since 2019, since I've been governor, we've increased enrollment in high-quality post-secondary career and technical programs by nearly 50%. We've added 50 new apprenticeship programs, and over the last year, 2020, we did 15,000 more industry certificates awarded than we did in 2019, and so that continues to grow. Part of it is because I think people see more and more that if you're certified, if you have the skills, particularly as you're talking about our ports, you talk about some of the logistics, they need people that have skills, and you're going to be able to do very well if you do it. So Florida's here. We want to make sure that Americans get the goods they need, particularly as we approach the Christmas season. I can only imagine if we don't ameliorate some of this by then. I mean, last-minute shoppers like me, we're going to show up and not be able to get anything. We're not going to be able to get anything delivered. So that will cause a lot of heartburn. So I actually got to make a note that I got to do it a little earlier this year. But hopefully, with what we're doing here, more and more folks coming to our Florida ports, that will be able to help solve some of the problems that we're seeing. So I'm proud of what we've been able to do, and I'm really proud of these seaports that we have in the state of Florida. Really is some of the crown jewels that we have in our state, and we want to make sure that we're helping to address, because when you start talking about supply chain inflation, that's not something that's just going to affect a small segment. I mean, that hits very wide, hits very hard. And so Florida's here, we've got capacity, and we also have incentive packages to make it worth your while to be able to bring your business through our ports.
Thank you for watching. We are 100% independent news. Are you sick of being lied to? We certainly are. That's why we started this channel. But we can't do it without you. We can't keep going without your help. All we ask is that you click like and subscribe and share this video. It's free. And it keeps us going, it keeps us growing, and it keeps us getting the truth out there to break the rotted corporate media infrastructure that wants to lie to you every single day, wants to corrupt your narratives, your truth, your story, and your very society. So support us by clicking like, clicking subscribe, and thank you, Patriots.